Good evening. It is Monday evening. This is the weekend review for the week ending Saturday, 20th of May 2024. This is Vijay here. Today we are doing a weekend review because today was a holiday. So I thought let's look at what's happening on politics as well as geopolitics and then take a call of what likely to happen in the next week. Last week was a very fascinating week because we saw a fantastic rise across all the indices. In fact, apart from Nifty and Bank Nifty, all the other indices really hit a all-time high with good volumes. So that was a very heartening feature of the market. While Nifty went up by about 450 points and Bank Nifty went up by close to 800 points, of course, they didn't hit an all-time high. Most of the punters are expecting that they'll hit an all-time high this week. Now, if you look at other indices, you take the junior Nifty, mid cap, micro cap, they all hit all-time highs. Surprisingly, small cap did not. It almost gone there. Then sectoral indices, MNC, metals was the really the star of the week. Autos, public sector enterprises, realty, infra, consumer durables. The list is very, very long. Actually, the ones which really didn't perform that great were the PSU Bank Index, IT Index, and the FMCG Index. One of the noteworthy features of last week was also the FIS coming into buy on Friday. So that was after a very long time. Now, what we saw on Saturday was a very truncated session. Nothing much happened in terms of both volumes and FII interest. So we'll have to not really look too much at the interest in terms of volumes and the, let's say, interest of the institutions on Saturday. But nevertheless, on Saturday, we did see a rally in both Nifty and Bank Nifty. Nifty went up by about 40 points, 35, 40 points. Bank Nifty went up by 83 points. Gift Nifty is talking of open gap up open of about 100 points, 115 points. Anyway, we will talk about it in tomorrow's pre-market session. So what else happened? Gold hit all-time high. In fact, it's hit an all-time high today, and it's correcting from the all-time high. Silver took off like anything, and today it went up further to $32.50. Now it's down by $1 and more because I think it has gone up continuously for the last few days and accelerated much more than gold as I've been expecting. Now we talk of local politics. Today was the fifth phase, which got over, which covered the remaining parts of Maharashtra and specifically focused on Mumbai. I've been mentioning this. Wherever there is a 3-day weekend, the city goers invariably go off and don't vote. They will talk too many things on Twitter and other social media. But when it comes to doing the duty, they are just not there. They're always found wanting. So today's numbers, when finally we get them, will not be any different. So while the BJP was talking about is bar 400 par, I'm thinking in Mumbai for voters, is bar 60 par. That is, if it crosses 60%, it will be something like a record. As of now, it doesn't look like that. So anyway, one can wait and see. So what is another par which has happened is Abki bar 80 par. That is 80% of the country has voted. So we now have 2 more phases, and that will be 10%, 10%, and then we go into the final counting day, which will be after 1st, and then on 4th we'll have the results. First is the last phase of the elections. 25th is the next phase, and then the June 1st is the final phase. So you will have exit polls coming on that. Now, we also had a very interesting interview with the Prime Minister yesterday when he echoed what Mr. Amit Shah, the Home Minister, said, that you buy shares now and you'll make money going into after results. So I think next week, at least it'll start off bullish because you see when the Prime Minister talks like that, the Home Minister talks like that, it will be very difficult for a person to take a contra view. So people will stop selling and they will want to ride as much as possible. So one can look at the PSU sectors, which are likely to do well, because Prime Minister has always been touting PSUs as the best investment, and in that, defense could be the star. What else happened? The most important thing was geopolitics. Was you see, the Iranian president and the foreign minister and a few other officials, unfortunately, were caught in a helicopter crash yesterday, and they all have succumbed. Now, while that is a tragic incident, there was fears that Israel could be blamed. Luckily, no such blame has come, and therefore, overall, the scenario is not that bad. Though Iran has said that they will look at the crash details, and if there is any iota of doubt of that Israel has been involved in it, then they will restart their attack on Israel. Right now, Israel says they've got nothing to do with it. We should assume that, hopefully, we should believe that they have not done anything, and we should see calm. But you never know. In this geopolitics, things are really going haywire every week, something or other. We have the acceleration between Ukraine and Russia this week, which was a little more than what was happening in the last few weeks. So that is something which one needs to be taken care of. And in Taiwan, the elections have just got over, and the new president has made some adverse remarks against China today, asking China to keep mum on as far as the independence of Taiwan is concerned. So that is one other place where something could happen. Then you have Biden, who has put in restrictions and duties on China, and China has turned around and putting some duties on US. And Russia has, frozen some of the European banks' accounts. So that is another flare-up which is happening. As I said, luckily, nothing has gone out of control. Dollar index is at 84.5, 104.5. Oil is still at 84. In fact, oil is the only commodity which has not gone up significantly. If you look at any commodities, apart from the gold and silver, you take any metals, they've all shot up. Oil is the only one which has not done that. That is a saving grace for our country. So I hope it will continue to be within a range, and we should, benefit from that range in the near future. So next week we should see something, things being better. At least it opens better, is what I feel. Let's take it day by day. Anyway, the morning commentary is always there. So DFI and FIIs last week have sold, excepting for Friday. So we have to see what will happen next week. So as of now, I think things are okay, as moderately bullish, because the bullish forces are there. And we have to see what happens next week based on what the institutions, when they come back, what will they make out about the fifth phase, because this is a crucial phase, because Maharashtra is involved, and specifically Bombay. So that's what it is. Thank you for joining. Good night.